Welcome to a new year's worth of puzzle solutions. We pump iron to strengthen muscles. In chess, we pump problems to strengthen brain. So this is a king and pawn endgame, and we're going to win this. So how do we win this? This is the key. We can go passive. King d7, try to defend this. It's not going to work. King f6, he's winning. So what we can do here is just let him have this pawn. King c5, king takes. King to c4, we're going to take this c3 pawn. Once we take the c3 pawn, we're going to press b4 and then queen. So it's going to take us 1, 2, 3, 4. He takes 5, 6, 7, 8 moves. It'll take him 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But we queen first. Oh, he went f6? That's not going to work. That's stupid. That's absolutely insane. Now, we can queen here on the long diagonal or queen here on the white squares. I think that's good enough. Notice he can't push his pawn. It's just a very easy counting exercise. Okay? I still think he should have taken the e6 pawn. If he takes the e6 pawn, he takes, we take. He goes to f6, we play b4, takes here, b3. He plays f5, b2, f6, queen, f7. He loses, he's dead or lost. That's why he went the other way. Okay, what do we have here? Well, we don't have anything really. There's a big conglomeration of pieces. All of this fails. This knight is double defended. We have double attacks. It doesn't work. Queen takes knight doesn't work. But this works. You're threatening a checkmate. So one of the things you have to do in positions sometimes is look and see where is the undefended square. The undefended square is a2. So we're down a rook, a knight, and a bishop. This is checkmating. Yeah, whatever, dude. Now, pawn takes. He's got pawn takes check, and he's going to give us some grief. I'm just going to play rook takes knight. If he takes it, I checkmate him. What are you going to do, Bobby Fischer? Yeah, that's not going to be good enough. And that's checkmate. Now, this, for me, was purely spidey senses. My feel for the position was correct. But I look at these combination ideas, and I saw they were all bad. And that's when I realized, well, and this, even e5 looks decent visually, but it's not any good. He moves and you win a bishop. Whatever, you're 3 pieces down. So recognizing the undefensible idea, which was a2 was money for us, was how you won this game. Okay. Well, what's going on here is really important. It's not so much what's he trying to do to me. He would like to take my queen, but this knight is pinned. Because this knight is pinned, every square it guards or attacks is non-existent. He doesn't really attack this. The pawn attacks this, but not the knight. The knight doesn't defend this either. I can just play queen to e2. You can't do squat about it. Okay, I could do that, which, is very appealing because the knight's pinned and it's not defending anything. I can't take bishop takes knight. It's stupid. He's going to replace that with a queen with a check. Oh, man, that's terrible. This is the move. Now, we got another move. This bishop is useful. This queen is awesome on the light squares, like a bishop. It's like a super bishop, really. And here is this is a variation of the, of a crisscross type of a checkmate. It's not the same. This would be the classic crisscross. I can't play that because he takes my queen, but I can just go here and checkmate it. So this ball boils down to the effectiveness of the pin. The knight is pinned. We just move in because the knight's pin prevents it from defending against the queen. And it's not complicated. Then now that we've got him, this is a fenced queen. He's now fenced in. Hit him with the bishop. We don't need this pin anymore. As I say in my videos, you need to know why you're making the move. Figure out why you're making it. It explains everything for you. Once I have the fenced queen in position, his king's not going anywhere. And so we bishop checked him. And then we finished him off with queen checkmate. All right, what's he trying to do to me? Knight takes bishop. All right, that's my dad's golden rule. Now, we see that we can stop this by moving the bishop, or we can Bobby Fischer this guy and play something more valuable. Like, well, I can't take this bishop. I can take it, but this is a question mark move because it's not correct, obviously. There's another move I have, and that's... Now, we've all heard of removal of defender. And indirectly, this is a removal of defender. The knight defends the position by threatening to take this bishop, and so he's gaining time against our bishop. But if I just remove it, or in this case, removal of threat or removal of attacker, it's still the idea of removal of defender. Because when this knight's gone, he's not threatening my bishop, and I get a free move to take this bishop for free. Because we're even in material. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3, 4, 5. This is a completely even position. Bishop takes knight. It's crushing. This bishop cannot do anything with an in-between move, so we're fine. Bishop takes knight. If you don't take it, I'll take your other knight. It's fine with me. I'm going to win a piece. I'm either going to win this knight because he doesn't take my bishop and he saves his other bishop, or he takes my bishop and then I take his bishop. So here you go. Bishop takes knight. You take it, I take your bishop for free. Knight takes free bishop. Thank you very much. It was removal of attacker, which is based off of removal of defender. That's all it is. Real simple stuff. Okay, now look at this. What's he trying to do to me? Well, he's not doing anything. Notice his bishop guards his queen. So we do have a fence rook, and this is really important to recognize my designation of fence rook. I invented this phrase, fence rook, fence queen, fence bishop, because when you recognize this is a fence rook, it increases the value. This king can't go anywhere. If I can check him, it's checkmate. I can't do that. I can do something different. You know, I could play bishop checks, but he'll play rook takes bishop. I can just do this, though. I have a fence queen. I mean, a fence rook. He's not going anywhere. This is just checkmate. So by looking at the position and doing deductive reasoning, meaning I don't do this, it's no good. Like rook takes bishop is no good. Bishop checks here is no good. He's got rook takes bishop. I go, well, I don't need to do this. I can just do this and directly checkmate him. You know, I can't play bishop checks and then queen takes queen because he's got bishop takes queen. This doesn't win. Bishop to f5 check, double question mark, it doesn't win. Rook takes bishop, double question mark. Throws away your huge advantage of the fence rook. And so by finding out that bishop move is garbage and rook move is garbage, queen move is checkmate. Now, I saw this on my own, but even if you go through it by deductive reasoning, you'll find that queen move is the best. It doesn't matter how you find queen to h5 checkmate. If you see it right off the bat, like Hikaru, boom, checkmate. If you realize rook takes is terrible, bishop checks is terrible, and then, oh, I got a checkmate here. Hey, when you win a game in tournaments, no one ever says, wow, nice checkmate. Did you see that directly, or did you have to go through a deductive logic to realize a couple of moves weren't any good and then find it? Because if you did it that way, you're not a very good player. No one ever says that. It doesn't matter how you get the victory. In the end, you get the victory legitimately. As long as you're playing legal chess, that's fine. Deductive logic is one of the ways to do it. Not everybody is a grandmaster ability player with monster tactics, okay? So whatever. Okay, what is going on here? Well, I can't play queen takes knight, or can I? Because he's going to play rook takes rook. So this is what I call the +1. Normally you go, well, if I go queen takes knight, he takes my rook, and I'm screwed. And then I realize queen takes knight, rook takes rook, queen goes to b6, forking said rook. I'm taking your knight. That's my knight now. Doink. Double doink. Forget that. Visualization wins. Okay, now what this boils down to, here you have this is an end game where you're an exchange down. We got the bishop, he's got the rook. Now, what we can do here is trap the rook with bishop checks, king moves to whatever white square, king to f3, and then bishop to c1. He's got a real problem. It's now this bishop traps this rook. The rook and the bishop and the pawn neutralize each other. This just makes this a king and pawn endgame. But black has the advantage because white has split pawns. So this is the move. Okay. That's the same as resigning. Rook takes bishop or rook takes pawn is a resigning. Normally, his problem he sees is that no matter where he goes, king to g3, king to e2. If we play king to e5, he can go either, if he goes king to e2, he's got two squares. So let's go king to e2, king to e5. If he goes king to f3, we just go king to d4, and that pawn is done. So that's why he took the pawn. He loses the king and pawn endgame, as I said correctly. This neutralizes this, and this is a winning king and pawn endgame. You've got to be knowledgeable of endgames to win tournament games. This is just the way it is. And this is a cakewalk win. This is not even a difficult win. Now, the thing is, this kind of position is difficult once, Johnny, once. So, do you study this in your spare time, like right now? Or do you wait until it shows up all over the board at a tournament and you're like this, trying to figure this out? It gets old quick. Struggle at home where you have relaxation. Finding out, understanding that this split pawns loses most of the time to the connected pawns. This is a specific type of advantage. If you don't do the work to understand these advantages when there's no pressure, it's way harder when there's actual pressure. But you do whatever works for you. I do what works for me. I've already done the work. So the game is over, as far as I'm concerned. Bishop takes rook. You can resign. Well, I mean, this guy's threatening to eat us alive. We have the obvious rook takes check. Queen has to go here. And the key is we can take this, but we can check him first. This is the winning move. It just becomes now it becomes a point of contention. Do I take the queen and then try to win this endgame? I would say don't do that. We need to check him first. King is going to come here, and we're going to clean this clock and take this knight. This has got to be the way. We've got to maximize the ability to check him with the rook here. Now, again, check. Queen f7. Rook to g6 check. Or we can simply play rook to h8 check. Actually, I don't like that either. He's going to play queen. So this is a real problem. I have to check him or move to a position where I can guard this. So checking is the move. keep the checks alive. If he wants to go king f7, I guess, fine. Good luck with that. I mean, queen f7. We're going to clean his clock. We have to clean his clock with checks. And what happens is queen f7, we have queen to d8. And what the problem he has is that every move, king g7, we've got queen to g5, check. And we're killing him one way or the other. So that's the key. Well, this is interesting. This is fairly obvious. You have to look at the position. At some point you have to go, okay, what is my advantage in this position? Well, the biggest advantage I have is I'm pinning this knight. Let's double attack this, threatening to win a piece. The only way you can guard it. Well, I can triple attack it. Can you triple defend it? Now the knight is not technically pinned. Absolutely. Absolute pins are to the king. I play knight d5. He can take my knight, but I'm going to play bishop takes knight check. Okay. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Now the thing is, how you take this knight is important. Do we play knight takes knight? If you play knight takes knight, double question mark, he's going to rip you with pawn takes bishop, doubly attacking your queen and breaking the pin. So we have to play bishop takes knight, he'll play bishop takes bishop, and then we'll play queen takes bishop. This keeps the threat of winning more material with bishop takes queen check. And now, we could take this with the knight, but there's no reason. You're walking into a pin. We've already just taken one. We're taking a whole piece now. If he trades queens, we're a piece up in the endgame. If he doesn't trade queens, we're going to trade queens or take his rook. His choice. He trades queens. It's game over. But how you pin it and win it, I mean, the phrase is pin it and win it. It's easy. But how you do it sometimes is not easy. And how you do it makes a difference. And you saw that right here. Okay. Well, my dad, man, it's a toughie. What's he trying to do to me? Knight takes check. We have a queen defending that. However, the rook attacks this, so he really can't do that. We could play bishop checks. Pawn takes. Pawn to f3 blocking. Because this bishop is forced. This king is checkmated. If we can check him, it's a mate. All right? So bishop checks. Pawn up. Bishop. Pawn takes. Pawn takes. It's not really getting anywhere. We could play this check here. He could play, of course, rook to c2. Or queen to c2, actually. Either one of those might be a problem. So the question is, what is going to work for us? I don't know. Queen to h6. Unblockable diagonal. Look at this. This is the fence bishop. And I call it that because when you use the fence bishop terminology, this makes it more clear. He's not going anywhere. So with the fence bishop, this queen to a6 unblockable diagonal is just absolutely crushing, is it not? It is. Queen takes free rook. You want to move your queen up, I'll take it and checkmate you. It's all good to me. Doesn't matter how you figure out what the right move and right idea is, you just need to figure it out. I did it by deductive logic. I didn't like bishop to g4 check or queen takes b2 check, both of which are very natural moves. It was the less natural queen to a6 that was the crusher. Outstanding. Oh, good grief. This is game over, baby. This is unstoppable checkmate. Yeah, you check me. What do you want, a medal? I can only play queen takes knight, but I'm not going to play that. I don't care. You can have this bishop for free. I'm just looking to run away from checks. When the checks are gone, bishop to g3 and queen to h2 is a checkmate. So run away from checks. Yeah, well, okay, that's fine. I cannot do that. Good question. Bang. Check. Whoops. Counter check. Well, no, there's no check. It was just the move. That was the old snapback. I called this move the snapback. When he takes my rook, I took the knight, he checked me, and I took the piece that just captured a piece, snapped it right back to where it goes. Boom! Snapback. I'm a exchange down with a forced checkmate. Fantastic. Nothing he could do. He takes, I take. Doesn't matter. The next move I'm going to play, if he plays g3, bishop takes g3, king to g1, queen to h2, checkmate. Brilliancy, because know your checkmates. My dad said know your checkmates, and that means know your checkmating sequences. And the sequence, when I played queen to h4, I told you, this is unstoppable checkmate. Bishop to g3 check is going to force him to move to g1, and queen to h2 is checkmate. He checked me, I ran away. He threatened to take my queen if I played bishop to g3 check. I removed the defender. Brilliancy move. Queen takes free rook check. What are you going to do? King to f7? Wrong. Snap it right back. I just want to stop checks. I'm not greedy. I'm just going to checkmate him. And that's when he resigned. Double outstanding. Okay, what is going on here? This freak. He's got a queen to e8 check idea. That's not really that bad. Yeah, he could play. He could win my queen though. So he is threatening to play this check, king h7, and then bishop to g6 check. And it's actually kind of winning. So we got to worry about that. But we can check him first. Check here. And then we're going to hammer him, I hope. I hope. Are we hammering this guy? I don't know. Check. Here we can check him again with rook to g1 check. But he's got king to h3. We've got g4 check. Keep checking him. It's checkmate. This is a forced checkmate. Now, this is almost a sword checkmate. We're going to play rook to the tip of the sword. The sword is here. It starts on this square. This is the hilt that crosses the blade. This is the handle on g4. The hilt is h3, g3, f3. The tip of the sword is here. But he gets by. It's fine. Oh, well, you want to go that way. If he goes h3, I checkmate him. If he goes to f3, we just skewer him and win this rook. So we can take this rook here, or we can play queen takes rook. Either one. He can check me in either case. We're just going to win this bishop. This just wins more material. Game over. And that's the end of it. So that was fantastic. Because the thing was, when I played rook to g1, if he goes to h3, g4, check, king h4, queen g5 is checkmate. So we had him 6 ways to Sunday.